We are going to listen to Gustav Mahler, and you probably know his opulent, wonderful symphonies, but he was also a great composer for the Kunstlied, a genre for which some think Schumann and Schubert are probably most famous, but there is one cycle which is called Das Knaben Wunderhorn, which is very, very beautiful, and we are going to listen to Rheinlegändchen, which is a little fairy tale about the Rhine. Where's the Rhine? There.
Was hilft mir ein Schätze, wenn's bei mir nicht bleibt? So soll ich denn grasen am Neckar, am Rhein, so werf ich mein goldenes Ringlein hinein. Es fließet im Neckar, es fließet im Rhein, soll schwimmen hinunter ins Meer tief hinein. Schwimmt es das Ringlein, so frisst es ein Fisch. Das Fischlein soll kommen aufs Königs sein Tisch. Der König tät fragen, wem's Ringlein sollte sein. Da tät mein Schatz sagen, das Ringlein gehört mein. Mein Schätzlein tät springen bergauf und bergein, tät mir wiederum bringen das Goldringlein fein. Kannst grasen am Neckar, kannst grasen am Rhein, wirf du mir nur immer dein Ringlein hinein.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome very cordially Professor Liu Yanhua, who is the Vice Minister for Science and Technology of China, and he is also the President, the Chair of the National Committee for IHDP in China. It is great that you are here again. You were here in 2005 at the last open meeting as a keynote speaker, and I would like to thank you really on behalf of the program for all your loyalty and support to the program. The floor is yours, Professor Liu.
Your Excellencies, dear friends, today I would like to use the Chinese case to say a few words on the meeting of the challenge. And I'm going to talk about 3 topics. One is change. Second is a challenge. Third one is what can be the new approach. Now I move to the first one. And it is a very common understanding that global is changing. And especially during the last 6 decades, they changed faster and faster. On the IPCC report on the 2007, it says, human activity was regarded to be the driving force to the climate change, at least that since 1950s. This is the conclusion from IPCC. But IPCC report did not give the detail on what changed and to what extent it changed, and what's the impact of the change, and why it changed. I think IPCC raised the question, IHDP should answer those questions. And whether or not the human being in the world did wrong in the past. And is that this human being caused the global change, and then the global change will cause the human being to suffer. We also need to answer whether or not our human being is wise enough to deal with the current situation. This is we should do. Now I come to the change of, you use the case study on the Chinese situation. For China has changed a lot since the last 60 years. And when we have the case study, and we will try to identify what caused the change. And first of all is the policy change. The policy, the development strategy changed, caused a lot of movement and from those policy. In a Chinese case, there are several milestones. Those milestones caused the rapid shiftment, rapid structure change of the economy. Of course, those economic growth or economic change caused a lot of other impact. The second one is about the economic structure. And as all you know, previously China is an agro-based country. The agriculture is dominant of all the economy. But in the last 60 years, the whole changed, and from agro-based to industrial-based. This is the figure of on the 1950. Everything economic is from agriculture. And then now with the change, the light industry, heavy industry becoming more and more important. And nowadays, heavy industry and becoming the dominant economic growth. And now we said, nowadays, China gives so much attention or focus on the heavy industry. What do we mean heavy industry? Heavy industry depends on a lot of natural resources, minerals, and consume a lot of energy. And heavy industry needs a lot of laborers. Heavy industry needs the expansion of lands, of urban areas. This is the general cause. This is the figures. And with the economic growth, the environment is becoming polluted. This ecological situation is becoming worse and worse.